A patron once told me that my brush detail reminded him of Monet. He laughed and said, "Monet of the Sea," riffing on Ernest Hemingway's Man and the Sea. I then laughed too. It made me think of my relationship with water. I am Teresa Ferrari. I am a fine artist. When the sun rains down through the water, it moves color, side to side, in waves and circles. When the sun shifts, morning and dusk, colors come alive. Hues move. When the Earth's sea creatures complement the movement of these colors, there is life. If you look closely at my work, you won't see blue, but many blues. Hundreds of blues and colors that capture life in the ocean. I try to capture life through the movement of colors. Several years ago, I had an opportunity to dive in Palau at a place called Jellyfish Lake. Through thousands of years, pure water filtered through the mountains and nearby sea, providing a home to millions of jellyfish. Jellyfish flex their bodies in a rhythmic movement as the sun's rays warm the surface of the water. Each flex changes the colors as I see hundreds nearby. Notice the strokes of the brush that create movement to the eye. A closer look reveals hundreds of line designs that create this illusion. Notice the colors of the jelly's body flowing down through her arms. I use a mixture of thick and thin lines, curves, and hatch marks to feel the shape and add colors to it as the light hits certain spots of my work. When my art is hung in homes, important attention is paid to the light that will reflect off the piece as the day goes on. The piece in the morning light will look differently and radiate different colors than at noon or at dusk because of the position of the sun throughout the day. The same is true in nature. Sun and color give the piece a life of its own. As you approach any piece, position the overhead lights at different angles. Then, walk around the piece. You will begin to notice the texture from the layering of the colors and the thickness of the oil paints. Each color and brush mark is chosen and placed to interact and play with your eye, suggesting other colors and the feel of comfort. Kelp forests swaying in the ocean currents are much like giant redwood groves swaying in the breeze. As one looks into the limbs of these great treasures, the sun moves color to the eye. This is very true when I go scuba diving and I look at the giant kelp forests. I use multiple colors in these paintings to show how the sun blips through the canopy, casting light on the blades. In split seconds, changing colors move from cold temperature to warm temperature. Creatures also visit as well as watching you. I was diving in Monterey when suddenly surrounded by blue fish as far as I could see. The light would hit them and like flicker. When I looked up for my partner, I saw this column of bubbles reaching for the sun. There is something about bubbles in the ocean. They each are separate spheres of movement, each different, yet they rose together to freedom at the surface. This is my relationship with water, movement, color, unity, freedom. It is a treasure, and I hope I have captured what it means.